They say a smile is contagious, so is gratitude. When you see people around you being grateful, when you model that, as a parent, if you model the process of being grateful for things, for being able to show your kids how you express gratitude, it's paying it forward, man. It's absolutely paying it forward.
Hi, I'm Jason Ramsden, and I believe we can all work on leading a more positive and intentional life. And this show details my journey by sharing my learning, stories, and conversations with guests. If you want to lead a more intentional life focused on being the best you possible, please subscribe today. Now, let's get into today's episode.
Hello, my Positivity Posse, and welcome to another episode of Positivity on Fire. It's the holiday season, and I'm taking a look at gratitude, happiness, and mental health because, let's be honest, there is nothing tougher than the holiday season. And I want to share with you why having a habit of gratitude can go a long way toward having a better close to 2021. So let's jump right in, shall we? Wow, when this show airs, it'll be less than a week to Thanksgiving. It's middle of November. It's Movember, Men's Health Month, Movember. And I can't think of a better way to kind of wind out this month than an episode on gratitude, happiness, and mental health. And let's talk about that today. What does that look like? What does gratitude look like in our lives? What does happiness look like? And how can it affect our mental health? Now, I don't think I have to state it for you, but gratitude, plain and simply, is an expression of appreciation for what one has in their lives. It's a recognition of value, of things that make people feel good. It's not, let's be clear, it's not about the things that you have. It's not about monetary worth. It's not about the things in your house. It's not what kind of car you drive. It's not what kind of clothes you have, the house that you have, the second house that you have, whatever it may be. We're not talking about being grateful for what money brings you. No, we're talking about gratitude as it pertains to your life, overarching your life. And it's about the goodness in your life, the warmth of your life, the things that bring you happiness. And again, I know it's going to be hard to separate the idea of, I make a lot of money, I have a big house, I have a lot of cool things, right? That's all going to be tied back to money. So let's put that off the table for a second. Not what you have. Okay? Not what you have. No, we're talking more about things like the people in your life, the health that you have, the relationships that you've fostered, and the overall appreciation and noticing of the goodness, the good things in your life. And I say all of that to just put this picture in your head. You could have all that. You could have all the wealth in the world and have all those great things, all the toys, etc., and be grateful, absolutely 100%. But if you were to find yourself on a deserted island after a plane crash, after a wreck, a boat wreck, whatever it may be, put yourself in that position. And if you had that one go-to person in your life, you'd still be grateful, right? Absolutely. You'd still be grateful. You'd be grateful in a different way. So let's talk about what is gratitude. Like at the very base level, what is gratitude? Now, here's the thing with gratitude. Gratitude is both spontaneous, right? It happens, it just hits you. It also can be a disposition, right? You know it, you see it. There are people who are more grateful for the things that they have in their lives, for how their life operates than others. So they do it on the daily, and other people, something hits them, it strikes them, and they're grateful for a particular moment. They're grateful for a particular thing that has occurred in their life. They're grateful for the person that's next to them, that walks side by side with them in life, whoever that is. And because November is the time to be grateful for things, right? Thanksgiving is all about gratitude. Think about it. It could be your loved ones, it could be your pet dog, your pet cat, whatever you have in your house, an animal. It could be just the fact that you're out in nature. It could be just general, life in general. Things are going well, and you're grateful for what you have at this moment in time. Why is all of this important, though? Why is gratitude important? For me, when I find that I am grateful for the things in my life, for the path that I'm on, for the things that I'm doing, for the influence, the impact, and the value that I have or add to other people's lives, it boosts my happiness. It's a straight equation. Gratitude boosts happiness. It helps with your physical well-being. It helps with your psychological well-being. So for people who are struggling with mental health, a practice of gratitude, a daily practice of gratitude, a journaling habit can help. And I know that sounds crazy that a simple habit of writing things down for that which you are grateful on a daily basis could pivot your negative thoughts, could pivot you away from expressing negative thoughts, for having negative emotions, could provide you with the ability to have some clarity around your own life and to be happy for what you have in it. Lessens things like resentment, lessens things like envy, minimizes your chances of constantly thinking about those things. And when you do, all right, let's be honest, depression at its core is about the things that you don't have in your life. It is filled with resentment, filled with envy, and you go deep into thoughts that are negative, the things that you don't have, things that you haven't been able to accomplish, the things that other people have. But when you stop for a moment and you consider what you do have in your life, you will find things that you're grateful for. That's the habit of gratitude. That's the habit of having a gratitude journal, the things that you are happy for on a daily basis, the things that you're happy for in your life. You just need to dig deep and look for it. And I'm here to tell you, like, I do this, and I've gotten off the track. I'll tell you that as well. There are times when I don't keep up with my journaling as I should. But when you have a habit of journaling around what you're grateful for, you start to realize the things that you do have in your life. So what are the steps? What do you do? Like, what is the habit of creating or cultivating gratitude in your life? Well, it starts with looking at the goodness in life. Yes, I know some people can't see the goodness in life. You might very well be one of those people who can't see the goodness in life. But if you are and you haven't started to appreciate it, it's time to do that. Now, we live in a culture which hypes, cherishes, puts out there stuff. The constant wanting of things. Need to have this. Need to have that. Not want it, but need it. Do we really need those things? No, that's true. We don't need them. But what happens is that starts to develop bad mental health habits. It can certainly put us into a thought of cynicism or narcissism. And those two things rob us of gratitude. So if we spin it, we flip it, we turn it around, and we start to have a practice of gratitude, you can become more grateful. I know that sounds funny to say. A habit of gratitude makes you more grateful, but yeah, at a base level, it does. And the funny thing about gratitude, yeah, it's contagious. They say a smile is contagious, so is gratitude. When you see people around you being grateful, when you model that, as a parent, if you model the process of being grateful for things, for being able to show your kids how you express gratitude, it's paying it forward, man. It's absolutely paying it forward. And it doesn't have to be verbalized by anybody else. It doesn't have to be reciprocated by anybody else. If you're doing it, people will catch on. I know it's crazy. I hear myself, telling you these things, and you need to realize I do it because it's a reminder for myself. It's a reminder for me to go back and end up into my gratitude journal, for me to continue to be grateful for what I have in my life. And as we're hitting this time of year, I'm grateful for so much in my life. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for the ability to be on this path of being a coach and a content creator and having this show. I'm grateful for my friends in my life. I'm grateful for my health, my well-being. I'm grateful for the ability to be able to connect with folks like yourself. I'm just grateful for life in general. And I think for me, and it may be true for you, being grateful is inherent, right? It's just inherent in who I am. It's actually one of my 5 character strengths is gratitude. So I may come by it more naturally. If you don't, that's okay. That's all right. But let's think about some things that you could possibly do to foster gratitude in your life. And these tips come straight from Psychology Today. The first tip is one I've already mentioned. Keep a journal. Some way of writing down a big or small daily joys of life. Okay, that's what gratitude is. The joyful things that happen in your life. And I know you're going to say, well, things don't happen to me. I don't have a happy life. I don't have a joyful life. You'll find something. One thing that makes you happy. One thing that brings you joy. I guarantee you have it in your life. Number 2, write down 3 good things. So identify 3 things that have gone well for you and identify the cause. Number 3, write thank you notes to others. There's got to be somebody in your life that you're thankful for. One, just pick one. It doesn't have to be 10 or 20 or 50 people. No, one person. Write them a thank you note. Tell them why you're grateful for having them in your life. Number 4, think about people who have inspired you and what about them was most significant. Now, that doesn't necessarily need to be somebody in your life. That can be somebody that you look up to, somebody that is a role model for you in your life. Think about what inspires you about them. What is it about their lives that you're grateful for? Okay. And then lastly, number 5, engage in mental subtraction. So, mental subtraction is you look at your life and then you imagine what it would be like if some positive event had not occurred. All right. Some positive event hasn't occurred. What would your life be like? And if you feel like your life is not great at the moment, I get that, I understand. But somewhere along the line, something has happened positive to you. You may have to dig deep to find it, but think about if that hadn't occurred, where would you be? So why is this important to me? Why is this important to me, Jason Ramsden, J. Ramsden? Why is this important to me? All right, let me tell you. I believe in making the world a better place. I believe that starts with gratitude. I believe it starts with other things as well. But studies have shown when you have a lot of people being grateful for things, we pivot. We pivot from the I to the we. That's why this is important. And when we start using words we also have a lower proportion of negative emotions. Right? So we're trying to take people. This is what this show is about, positivity. When you are grateful for things, you believe in others, you use the word we, you have more positive emotions. And I'm not saying you have to go out there and shout from the rooftops for what you are grateful for. No, being grateful for things can be a private thing and it still helps. You don't have to share what you're grateful for. And I know people have that habit around Thanksgiving, going around the table. What are you grateful for? Okay, I get it. It's a moment in time because everybody's gathered together. But you don't have to do that on the regular. Just writing it down and being grateful for things helps. That tip, remember that tip I said, write a thank you note to somebody? Well, if you don't want them to hear it, write it and put it away. Tuck it away. You don't have to send it, but just expressing the gratitude to them, whether they see it or not, is paramount to moving forward with being happier in your life and being having a more stable, having a more positive outlook, and having better mental health. Again, there's plenty of things that you can do to make this happen in your life. And I'm not saying either that you write one letter and your life is going to change. No, the benefits of gratitude take time. It's not going to happen overnight. So here's my challenge to you. My challenge is to do the next 30 days. The next 30 days. You know what? Let's take it to the end of the year. This show is going to air on November 20th. So let's go right to December 31st. Let's keep a gratitude journal every day until the end of the year. And then let us see. Okay, report back. Send me an email, jason@positivityonfire.com. And let me know if you're seeing a difference in your mental health. If you're seeing a difference in how you operate. If you're seeing a difference in your daily life. That's my holiday challenge to you, is to start a gratitude journal and do it daily between now and the end of the year so that you can kick off 2022 in good form and good fashion. And if you do this, I almost guarantee, you know what? I'm going to guarantee it. I'm going to guarantee that when you stop putting all your time and energy into pursuing the things that you don't have and looking at your life and saying, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have this relationship, this type of house, this type of thing in my life. When you stop doing that and you start putting all of your energy into being grateful for what you have right now in this moment in time, and you do that on the daily, you're going to see a change. Because gratitude reverses our priorities in our life, and it helps us appreciate the people and the things that we do have. And as we head into Thanksgiving, as we head into the winter holiday season, all I want for you, my friends, is a better life. I want you to have a happier, healthier mental attitude. I want you to find the positivity in your life, the positive aspects of your life. That's all I've ever wanted by having this show, is to help you move through your own self-discovery journey. I've been on one myself, and I know that that's tough work. So let's do this gratitude challenge together. Let's make it the best possible end to the year. And I've got a couple of episodes coming up here as we end the year. One with Dana Lawson, Opportunities, Not Challenges. And then also another one with Shane Lakita on Living Life to the Fullest. Both of them are focused on gratitude and positivity. I think you're going to enjoy those both here in the coming weeks. And as we get ready to wrap up this show, just if you like this show, if you like what I'm doing, please give me a 5-star rating and review wherever you listen. Share this episode, put it out on social, connect with me. Our show's message only grows when you share it. There is no advertising. There isn't a whole lot of social around this. This is a grassroots movement to kind of move positivity into the world. So I appreciate you being here. But know this, right, as I close my show every single time, thank you for being here, my friends. Your gift of time listening to the show, it really does mean the world to me. And just always remember, be well, be happy, be you. And until the next time, may your quest for positivity begin today.
For more on my positivity quest, follow me at _JAY Ramsden on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. If you liked today's episode, please give us a 5-star rating and review on your favorite podcast app, or visit podchaser.com and search for Positivity on Fire. Positivity on Fire is a production of Impact One Media, LLC. All rights reserved.